this is Terrell. You can tell by the title, I'm very excited for this video. This is new for me. I've never had a rotated setup on a Subaru before, but my fabricator is currently going to be making me a whole setup, and follow along. This is going to be probably just part one, but I'm going to see where we get to today, get this turbo maybe mounted on the car, and kind of go from there. This is the Subaru. It's my bug-eye wagon. A couple 100,000 miles on her. Gonna be removing this intake, the turbo, downpipe, uppipe, and then slowly working on getting this rotated setup on. Intake's off, downpipe's off, turbo is about to come off. Turbo and uppipe are off as one. This is a VF48. It looks nice and clean, no issues whatsoever here. So over with all the boring stuff, let's start with the good stuff. Here's the new uppipe. Made by company Jet Performance Fabrication. Fitment so far. Up pipe's in, just gonna get this thing sitting perfectly, and then we'll drop the turbo on. And for the moment of truth, let's look how good this thing looks. Oh my goodness. Wow. Bye. What do you think? Fitment is beautiful. Lots of piping to do, but she's getting it. See how she looks. Wow. Gorgeous. We're doing a lot of welding, making the intercooler pipes for this, putting the intercooler on. Thanks for watching so far. I'm thinking I'm gonna be doing a V-band setup, so this thing's a buy. And we just reinstalled the downpipe we already had on here. Just sitting nicely right here, right below the turbo. Just hard to get over this thing, watch this. Oh, it looks so good, and the engine bay looks so massive. And then just, whoop, it's back.
There's a lot worse shit.
Intercooler setup is starting. Got bolts in. Gonna go ahead and get this thing lined up and nice and tight, and then work on the intercooler pipes. The downpipe has been formed. It's not welded yet, but it's looking gorgeous. Not a lot to record. He's just currently welding all the downpipe stuff, and then we'll get that fitted and then make sure it's all perfect. And then the compressor on the turbo, we're welding a little elbow to it so that it's easier to put intercooler pipes on. He's doing that. I'm currently installing the gauges and this pillar pod. It's gonna sit right up here. How she looks without a cover on her. Nice and downpipe's coming along well. And the turbo, that will be on there shortly. She ain't quite attached yet all the way, but
one thing I
good
will
welds.
say, though, in the future, it would be.
The gauges are working. I'll show you this lighting up. Boost gauge line has been ran underneath the seat up here to underneath the throttle body. You gotta still put it on all the way. And then you got your AM or our wideband just sitting here. We gotta finish the downpipe, and then we'll put the wideband down farther down there to make sure it doesn't have any issues blowing up or getting too hot. Currently making the pipes from there up to there is already done. We're making the one from there to there, and this side will be basically done. And then we got to work on the one coming around here, and then from there to there, and then the intercooler pipes are about done. What do you think? Not quite done yet, but intercooler pipes are getting together. We got to still make this one and finish that one up. Just need a 45, and the charge pipe, the piping at least is done. All right, I was gone for a couple of days, but the intercooler pipes are all done. Let me show you how this setup looks now. So we've got this one coming to it 45 degree. Up here, he did these pie cuts, comes around to here, and this side off the turbo, gorgeously coming down. So intercool pipe setup is done. We have this beautiful intake and external waste, external on the exhaust side, and there's your downpipe. Here's the angle from below, downpipe. There's your custom welds. Nice turbo, up pipe, everything. I just did the fuel lines on this car. Got one coolant line tight, and then the oil return we got tight, and the coolant line to the reservoir and the reservoir to the turbo are, yeah, that's tight. So we have one coolant line left from the turbo down to the block, and then I think we have 2 vacuum lines, and then just coolant, and I think we're ready to almost start this car. Nice little beauty shot here again. The goal is for it to suck air through there. Got the external nice and dumpy up there. I'm excited to hear this thing and see what she'll do. Bottom coolant line is in. I just got it nice and tight. I just put coolant in the radiator. All we have left is coolant in the top reservoir to get it good, and then I'm going to bleed this. As far as the turbo, I just unplug the ignition fuse and then crank it over so it gets some oil pressure, and then I'll go ahead and start it. All right, cranking without the ignition fuse in. Make sure we get some oil pressure built up. Okay. We were confirming that the IET sensor was hooked up correctly. There's 2 wires, and the sensor doesn't have pins on it that I could tell, or labels. So we did it correctly the first time. So now we're putting the connectors on, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start it in just a moment here, and I'll give the phone to him so you can see the outside of this and its first start, and how she sounds, how she spins, all that good stuff. Here goes first start.
Hear it? That's the turbo whistling. That sounds insane.
Well, you just heard her running. We've got speed density tune I gotta put on still. I just want to make sure at least idled. Gotta break in this turbo. It says about 50 miles of just steady driving, make sure it flows well. We don't have any oil smoke or any issues. I didn't get this on camera originally, but we got the boost controller mocked up. We got the coolant reservoir mocked up. Everything is sitting nicely. So we're gonna get this thing finished up. Thank you for watching so far. I'm probably gonna drive this and get a video of it just driving by, see how the turbo sounds, and end it on that, because we still have, like I said, break-in miles and stuff like that for this turbo. But I'll show you a little more what you actually want to see.
You're good. Right there.
I don't know if you can hear this on video, but see if you can hear it. Yeah, the jetting and spooling over here. we just drove it. You just heard it. We got a little bit of braking mileage stuff, but I'm gonna put a link in the description below of his Instagram and stuff, so you can hit him up to potentially get a rotated setup built for your car. But thank you for watching this video.